Introducing GrowBro by BioBro.
Hey there, Darin Steen here, your next personal trainer. I'm really excited to bring this technique to you. I'm going to show you the technique on the flat bench press, but you can do it with any exercise that you do. It's called a drop set. Many of you have heard of it, but I can tell you what, I just started practicing it and I'm seeing excellent results from it, and I think you will too. Now the premise behind a drop set is that you do a weight to failure, nice and slow, you rack it, maybe lighten up the weight a little bit, and then you do a set about 30 to 45 seconds right after that. You want to do that technique on the last set of the exercise. Maybe do it on 2 or 3 exercises in the routine, otherwise it's too much. The premise is that you're going to get more blood flow into the muscle, and you're going to feel a pump. And the philosophy is that more blood inside the muscle during that drop set is going to, you can feel the pump, that's for sure. It's going to stretch the fascia or the thin sheath of the covering that covers up the muscle. And it gets used to that stretching just for the 30-45 minutes during that post-workout pump feeling from the drop set. And therefore, it gets used to stretching. So in the future, as you work out, that fascia or covering is softer and more pliable and will allow the muscle inside to grow. So there's a lot of people that think that the fascia or the covering of the muscle is really the limiting factor in new and more growth into the future, and I would agree. And then on a side note we'll talk about later, but also the nerves. Your nerves limit your muscle growth as well. I'll talk about a supplement technique and a few lifestyle techniques can help you calm your nerves down so that you can grow bigger muscles a lot faster than the past by maybe even working out less. So I'm going to show you the drop set technique here on the flat bench, and then we'll talk a little bit about it at the end. And remember, you can do this on any exercise. I highly suggest do 2 or 3 sets to complete failure on every exercise, and do the drop set on the last set, probably the 3rd set or whatever your last set is. And just remind you, I know you've seen some of my chest exercise videos before, but some techniques that will allow you to get the chest muscles focused on better during any chest movement. And that is an arched. When you get down in the press position, is bring your feet back, arch that lower back out with that chest open so there's a space here. This is a classic power lifter body position. It aligns the chest, pins the shoulder blades down so that you can feel the focus on the chest more. And once you lift it off, come down, explode, and try to push those fists together just like a dumbbell press. Even though the hands really don't move, attempt to push them together. Put your mind in the muscle. Attempting to squeeze those fists together is going to give you a nice focus squeeze right across the back, versus putting the mind and putting the bar from point A to point B and throwing it around faster like power lifters, lifting more weight but stressing their joints and not putting the focus where they really wanted to make the chest muscles grow. So maybe a technique in between your drop set is to stretch out the muscle that you're focusing on. So this will be a nice chest stretch. Bend those elbows and go down slow. 3, 2, and 1. Each stretch you should relax your breath out into the stretch and intensify it for 3 to 4 seconds, and it's repetitions 5 or 6 or 7 times. Get out, do a little pre-stretch, big breath in, let your air out, 3, 2, and 1.
Hey Dom, I get some DQ?
For time's sake, I'll skip the last 2 or 3 repetitions. Get down here for the drop set, and we're ready to go. You get the idea. I'm not going to do the 10 reps, but that's the drop set technique, and you're going to feel more of a pump in the muscle, and it's going to stretch out that the covering, the sheath on the muscle, and it's going to allow for the muscles to grow bigger a lot faster than you have done in the past. So that's our drop set technique. It's an unbelievable technique. I've gotten my arms a half inch bigger than they've ever been in my life by utilizing the drop set technique in the last 2 months of my training with a little supplementation tweak as well. If you want to know about that supplementation tweak, it has to do with sodium loading and creatine loading at the end of the workout. Just comment below and we'll talk about it. Kiyoshi Moody, the world champ of the INBA, 3 years in a row. He won a car last year. I'm coming for you, but I watched one of his videos and I saw how light he was lifting with big massive thighs, talking about the drop set technique. That makes a lot of sense. So Kiyoshi, I really appreciate you sharing the wisdom. I wanted to let my followers benefit from the information as well because it feels great for me. So until next time, Darin Steen here, your next personal trainer. You do have the power to change, make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Does it piss you off that you can't pack on more lean muscle faster? Why settle for no gains when you can have big gains? It's not your fault. The answer is here. The original Goal amino acids in Grow Bro will naturally help your body to build more lean muscle faster. Now, we're so sure of it, we back every bottle with our ironclad full 365-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Yeah, we are that serious. Grow Bro is the right supplement for you. Act now. Click the link in the description below and grab your bottle of Grow Bro today.